Welcome to the Panty Nectar podcast. It is your host, Panty Nectar, and I am super excited for today's episode because if you're live with us right now, you see it is very, very different this evening. We are out on the balcony enjoying this beautiful South Florida weather that we love so much. And we have some amazing special guests today for the podcast. So before we get into that, let me introduce my lovely co-host, Mr. P.
Hello, Panty Nectar. How are you, dear? I am so excited about this evening's show.
I'm not
seeing who we have on the screen right here.
Yes.
I won't spoil it for everybody else.
Not yet. So this feels a little different. We don't have headphones. This feels weird, right?
Like
we're not in our bed element.
Just hanging out on the balcony.
And we're on different sides than we usually are of each other. That's what I think it is.
Yeah. You want
Okay.
to swap sides?
No. No. Okay, so our special guest for today, drum roll if you are in the comments watching. Let me introduce the lovely Jessie and Jackson. Hello, you guys.
Hi, guys. Panty Nectar and Mr. P.
Yeah.
We are so excited.
So excited.
Yes.
We are too. We're very
Thank you so much for having
Absolutely. We're so happy to have you guys too. We're very excited for this episode. We've never done anything like this, and we are so happy to be able to invite a genuine, authentic couple to the podcast to talk about, a lot of people know our story and it is interesting and different. But I think people want to hear from a lot more people out there that kind of do the same thing we do. We love you guys. We love everything that you do. We think that you are genuine and authentic. And so we just wanted to give you a place to be able to talk about you and get you guys out there and your story out there, because I think it's a good one and I'm excited that we can share it. So I'm going to hand it over to you guys and you guys can maybe just start it. How you're here, how it got here.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Just honored.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess our story, begins in September of 2021.
Yeah. Posting on Reddit anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ish. Around there. Anyways.
Yeah. But before that, Jackson had downloaded Reddit. I didn't even know what Reddit was.
Yeah.
So he was on it and I was, what is Reddit even?
Mm-hmm.
And he would send me sexy little clips from, subreddit, get horny together and send them back and forth. Yeah. And we liked pictures of ourselves and
and videos.
Yeah, mainly on Snapchat.
Not to send to anyone.
No, just
to say.
just with
At that point.
Yeah. So kind of a natural. We never really had any reservations about it. It was just kind of this seems fun. Let's put
Give
up
it a try.
picture. Yeah. And kind of see where things go.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it was super fun. We kept doing it. We always laugh because of our Reddit names are just the most
Super
random
Yeah.
Reddit names.
Yeah.
But it's really just because we weren't planning on making Jessie and Jackson.
Yeah.
So I just became Lost Huckleberries.
And then I didn't even realize what my own username was.
Yeah.
I thought it was additional brother, and apparently it's bother. I found out months later. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
All right.
That's funny.
It's like the guy with the tattoo that's misspelled on his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was. I think it was literally 3 months into it.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
oh yeah, we have your username.
Yeah.
Keep going with
That's
it.
so funny.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we just always. These are just totally random because we never expected.
Yeah, we did not intend to end up here, but I mean, we're definitely glad.
It's
Well,
been a
we're
lot
glad
of fun.
that you
Yeah,
did
for
too.
sure,
You guys
but-
are very
Yeah.
fun, so we're thankful as
Yeah.
well.
On behalf of all of Reddit and
Yeah.
everywhere else, thank you very much. We love watching you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. If you can.
And then basically, like, we would just get DMs like, hey, do you guys have an OnlyFans? And I mean, Jackson was always on my ass, like, you should start an OnlyFans, you should start an OnlyFans. Because I had just graduated and obviously had like student loans, and he would always troll me about,
oh, you should start an OnlyFans. You'd probably do really well.
Yeah.
Little did I know how well.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah. So we would get DMs, and then it was just like, well, I don't know, like, it'll be fun. Like, let's see what happens.
Yeah. The first day, like, we went live with the profile.
Yeah.
Jessie was like, okay, like, if we just get one follower, like,
one subscriber,
that's all. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
And then, that's kind of.
Yeah, I was like, I just want one subscriber. Like, I'll be happy. That'll be so awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
And obviously, yeah, we've just there, and I mean,
had a blast doing it for sure.
So much fun, and love to share. I love like the we're creating essentially. I just think that like it's so nice to have a space. Like, we are like very non-judgmental. Just because I'm not into something doesn't mean that I won't like welcome your ideas and say,
exactly.
Yeah, like, as long as it's consensual, like that is amazing. Like, do what you want and like live your life. Yeah.
I think you bring up a good point, just as far as like, you know, kind of the things you see and hear on our end. You know, you see and hear everything, right? People have all sorts of requests, and like you say, some of them are things that you just think are so far out, but you have to learn to at least respect people's, you know, what they like, because we all have our own, this is the things we talk about, you know, like, we all have our own kinks. Like, we're all into, of course, we're all into kind of the same general things, but then we all have our own little weird kinks, right? And so it's like, who are we to judge somebody else? Now, that doesn't mean that you're gonna compromise your values and do something that you're not comfortable doing. But I think that's something, at least, you know, I've learned for sure, is to be more accepting of other people in that regard. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And we've learned a lot about like different kinks and like what people are into, and it has exciting and just different things. And more power to you. Like, do whatever makes you happy.
Right. That's one thing that's kind of nice about Reddit. It's like, it doesn't really matter like what you're into. Like, there's a group of people out there who are also into it, and like a community where you can like
be supported.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of like look down on because of what you enjoy or whatever. So it's nice to see that side of things. For
you know, it's when I always tell people Jackson is the Stuffers one. Have you seen this Stuffers subreddit?
They said that, and I thought in my head when I ate powdered donuts. That's exactly what I thought about.
So I think it's called, our Stuffers. It's like there's a fetish for chicks that eat so much their belly looks like they're impregnated, and they show themselves like pounding freaking donuts and like chicken wings and whatever, and like posting it on Reddit, like the before and after, and you're like, what? And then you're like, oh my God, this has 3,000 likes. You're like, what?
I am not opposed to sitting there eating some food at all. I think that sounds great.
Yeah, have you talked about the custom?
Yeah, somebody wanted a custom when I was like 7-8 months pregnant, and they wanted me to eat powdered donuts naked for them. So I said, fuck yeah, I will. Powdered donuts naked, and it was so much fun.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why not?
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. He's like, I'll pay for the donuts too. I'm like, okay, deal.
Specific. I wonder if that got
right.
Donut.
I love especially being a part of this community. I love the amount of people you get to meet, and not only like about their kinks, but about their lives as well. I'm sure you guys are the same way, but I make genuine connections with everyone. So it's really cool to be able to, like, you know, some people are like going through cancer. Some people, a guy messaged me this morning that he was attending his sister's funeral. Like there's, you know, I think there's a big need for content creators in quotes to remember that they're human just like everyone else, and like they're not above anybody else, and we all go through the same things, and we all go through pain and happiness and all these things the same. So it's really cool to be a part of your community in that way as well, like just there for the everyday stuff as well.
People want genuine connection. Like they might message you and say, yeah, that's, but you might get into like, you know, I was having a bad day, feel better. Like there's just so much more to it than just like a clip of us having sex.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think that's something that, you know, that we gravitated towards y'all was because of y'all's authenticity. And it was much more than, you know, there's a genuine connection between you two. And it's like people talk about, they see one between us. And that's something I never even thought of, you know, but people just say, oh, there's a connection between you two. And, and I think that it's, that we do hear so many different stories from other people, you know, and I think that when we can offer a community aspect to and like you're saying, the human side of it, as opposed to, because here's the reality, people can go get porn anywhere, right? I mean, just fucking go to pornhub.com and just scroll through and you can watch all the free porn videos you want, right? So, and that's something that I talked to her about when we were, when Panty Nectar got started, was that we need to offer people more than just porn. You know, there has to be a human side to that. And that is answering your DMs when people send you DMs that just give you a compliment. You know, of course you get the fucking dick pic that's, you know, it's, oh, I want to fight you. Okay. Yeah. Just scroll to the next one. But when people send you a genuine compliment or they say, like you mentioned, Jessie, you know, I'm just having a bad day today. You know, we need to be there for people, just like we expect people to be there for us. You know, I mean, we have a community of thousands and thousands and thousands of people that support us. You know, we can be there to support them as well.
Yeah.
And I hope that, that is a narrative that gets pushed more from the content creators, a term that I'm not fond of necessarily, but I hope that people, I hope that people start being, you know, because I'm sure y'all hear the same thing. People come to the Panty Nectar OnlyFans and they say, oh my God, like you actually post, you know, like I've joined so many pages that people don't even really post, or you join their page and then it's just a pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view after pay-per-view. And it's like, okay, yeah, you're just trying to squeeze every dime out of your followers. And that's not how you build it.
Exactly.
So, that's my rant about it.
Yeah. Like we get messages all the time. Like, oh, like you guys like reply to DMs. It's like, well,
especially on OnlyFans for replying to my message, and it's like
you'd be surprised.
They just leave you on red.
Like, it's like, you know, I want to. How's your day going? And like, who are you? And
definitely speaks to y'all's character a lot, because like I said, we've talked to a lot of other people in the same space, and you can always tell like right away someone's intentions or motives or anything like that. You just kind of feel it. And so it's very refreshing to be able to follow other people that put out the same amount of positivity and what a loving relationship can look like out in the open like this. I think that's kind of like a stigma too, is like you can't have a healthy, happy relationship when you do stuff like this. And it's the complete opposite when you have everything out and open on the table. There's not really anywhere to hide. And those things that people do try to hide come out very fast, and you have to have those uncomfortable conversations sometimes. And I think it's a very great to be able to have this kind of relationship.
Yeah. Or the general misconceptions that like you're talking about, like people think that we're attending gangbangs every weekend or something. It's like, No, like, I'm just like, we're in bed at 9:00 on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Right.
That's like it's one that we get all the time.
Yeah.
Like, how many guys, what's the most guys you've been with at one time?
Yeah. It's like she can be
Like
my
automatic
whore.
answer,
Yeah.
50. 50. Just
Doesn't
make their
mean that
jaw
they're just
drop.
like, oh, fucking, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Babe,
Yeah.
And it's like, that's fine if, your number is like 10 guys at once. That's totally cool. But
Do you?
yeah, don't assume that like everyone
exactly.
is
Yeah.
into that.
People
I
like to
guess.
have I think a big thing is like people love to have labels on things now, and it's so exhausting to have. Like, I have people that message and they're like,
Mhm.
are you a hot wife? And I know that that's a term, but I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking hot wife. Look at me. Like, you follow my stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a hot wife. And
Yeah.
like, why does there have to be
Look at
labels
me.
involved in things? Why
Yeah.
can't I just do what I do and be who I am and
Yeah.
post what I post,
just be yourself and enjoy it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Babe, we made it to here without the what are you wearing thing.
Yeah.
I
was looking-
literally
I was
right
looking at
after
Jessie. I was like, damn, what is she wearing?
literally right after
I
I,
was
introduced
thinking-
them, I thought in my head, God damn it, Panty Nectar, you did not even do what you even said beforehand that you were gonna do. So now introducing the segment I like to call "What Are You Wearing?"
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
Okay, so I am wearing a white bandeau top. It is very comfortable, scrunchy, and lovely lace panties with yellow shorts. You like this
I do.
outfit?
I do. I was looking over here. I always like these. I like these tops like this. The little,
They're just comfy.
Very
yeah,
cute.
little boobies.
I'm either in a
showing.
bikini or a sports bra or just something like this.
Yeah.
It's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna pass it off to you guys. So what are you wearing?
I am wearing a tiny red crop top.
Mhm.
Oh,
Nice.
love it.
Nice.
Tiny
Love it.
thong.
Sexy.
Yeah, with
I
like
know
a
that's
zebra
hot,
print.
Super hot.
Y'all are both hot,
Yeah.
and it's like I've seen
Oh, yeah.
comments on the pictures that the promo picture y'all put up,
Uh-huh.
and there were so many people making comments in just various places saying like, I've seen a couple people say, "Oh my gosh, I've confused you two before,
That's
like
funny.
Panty Nectar for Jessie, or
Yeah.
Jessie for Panty Nectar." It's like, oh yeah,
That's
Yeah.
funny.
well you definitely there's
Yeah.
Ah,
hotties.
if we're ever in the same yes,
I've said,
sisters.
like, they're basically sisters.
Yeah, that's funny. I know if you
Yeah.
guys are ever anywhere near us or vice versa, we should definitely like go work out. I think
Mhm.
for sure. I'd love to go work out with you guys. I'm a weirdo, so I'll like to do things like that
4:30 a.m.
at 4:30 a.m.
Oh, well, sign us up.
Yeah.
We're there.
We're down.
No,
Yeah.
that's here.
Oh, so I have one question off the top of my head. I said I was going to have a few, but I don't have a few. Did you have any questions?
No, babe, I think we.
Oh, okay.
we're just-
Well, I just I did have a question, and I think the listeners would like to know as well. But out of the two of you, I would like to know if
Yeah.
you guys could answer this question: who is the kinkier of the two of you? Yeah. I
I am.
totally
Yeah.
could have
I
called
am.
that for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh,
Would you have guessed that?
I just always assume the guys kinkier. You know, I don't know.
I
I don't know
told
why.
you. I think I'm kinkier than you are.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
really?
Okay.
And I'll tell you why I say that. Because I was the one that was like, it would be hot if I called you daddy.
It's
Like,
like,
can I call you daddy?
Yeah.
And you were initially like,
I was very against it.
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And then I got him to get on board
Yeah.
with it.
I don't know what happened. What changed, but
You're like, whatever you
all
want,
of a sudden
babe.
I'm
Whatever
down
you
with it.
whatever
I
you
don't know. I
want.
like it.
Yeah. She's like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And same just with our same just with like our like dirty talk and like our like I was kind of the one like like, hey, babe, like you can be more vocal.
Oh yeah, she brought me on the show.
Just turned him into a. So
I was a little religious boy, and I've
here we all are
for the dark side.
Here we
It's
all
more
are.
fun, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
why I say that I'm the king.
I do.
Yeah.
I do feel like you probably.
She
would
brings
tell
out
us
the
a little
best in
more
me, though.
vocal.
Yeah.
I'm not that. I really like to hear him talk and be vocal, and I'll just like get off and do my thing. So
Well,
I don't know.
I just think you're Jessie, would you consider yourself submissive like with Jackson? Like or not? I mean, I'm not trying to put you.
Yeah.
She definitely is.
No,
No.
I love to be like the submissive one where, and then he
I
dominates.
think that's
Yeah, I love
probably
that.
just,
Yeah.
probably like 70-80% of,
Yeah.
guy-girl couples.
Yeah.
Because you love to be dominated. But have you ever been with a girl, Jessie?
Yeah. They had a threesome, I think. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said, "Oh, wow."
Yeah. Yeah. And I would like to go further. Like I would like to go further with a girl. I mean, it was still a threesome.
We would love to have
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
female threesome.
Yeah.
So with girls or with that in that threesome, did you find yourself being more dominant or submissive, or was it just kind of indifferent with the other girl?
I want to say we submissive ones, and you were kind of like the dominant
See,
one.
I want
agree with
us. I definitely feel like my dominant because I feel like I could be mean. I have a lot of pent up stuff. So I feel like I would be very dominant towards a woman, especially with you. I think both of us would be dominant towards one submissive female.
Yeah, she doesn't like the idea of a dominant female.
No, that's one time we tried hooking something up. And this chick was trying to tell me to do all these things. I said, "Girl, you don't talk to me like that. I don't get this confused." I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said some
That's
shit
how
like
I would
you'd
feel
sit in the
too.
corner
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I said this bitch got me all
which
confused.
for me it's like
I was open
y'all
to
hash
it.
that shit out. Y'all do what y'all need
No,
to do.
I was open to because this is when you and I had first started dating. So I didn't know. I have never done anything like that. Didn't even know that world existed. And so I was very open to I was open-minded to anything. I said, okay. And then she started talking to me and I said, okay, I just know right now, this is not what I'm like. We need to go a different route. Yeah.
I do have one question for you guys. Oh, sorry.
Although I feel like it might be kind of fun to do like two
Ew.
girls,
I
and
bet
then,
that,
like, the
I
guy
bet
is
that would
submissive,
be hot. That
and
could
just be
real
like,
hot.
Like
yeah,
with
we're
y'all
just
two.
use your talk.
No, because y'all would she'd break out a strap.
Jesse,
Yeah.
let's pin them
No.
up. Listen,
No.
we will tie them to the beds.
Like she was asking me the other day, she's telling me like, let me fuck you with the strap on. I'm like,
Yes.
no. She's like, don't be afraid. I'm like, no, it's like, I'm not like against trying it. Like I've tried anal insertions in my ass and I do not like it. Like I'm not going to do it.
I'm like,
'Cause
come
she's
on,
like-
I feel like I need to get this stuff out.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Because she's coming at me like really hard, like, not just like, hey, do you think we should, she's like,
I'm
hey,
like, come on, let me fuck
she's
your
like, let me
ass.
fuck your ass. I'm like, no, not going to happen. See, y'all be trying to spit
Yeah.
with some dude or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It might be bad news if
We need to have a
Got a hold
girls'
of-
night. That's what we need to
Yeah.
do.
Mm.
Girls' night.
So Jessie, Jackson, have y'all been surprised by your success in this space? Because quite honestly, I have to say that I think we were with ours, we were just kind of just want to do like a low key type thing. And
then someone sent letters to mom.
yeah, but even before that, like things just blew up much quicker. And like you were saying, Jessie, it was the same thing for her. She started Reddit and then people just started asking about OnlyFans. And it was when, she had so much momentum behind that she created one. So, and then, kind of the rest is history, I guess. So have you guys kind of been surprised that that y'all have received such admiration in?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it just kind of, I mean, we say all the time, like, if I think we blinked and like here we are, like,
Yeah.
it's so surreal, I guess. And I'm just flattered like every day that people want to watch our videos.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just kind of never gets old. Like, it's just like you want to take the time out of your day to jerk off to us. Like, that's amazing. Yeah, I think we have both been very surprised and
it is
thankful.
I would I don't get to have this conversation with anybody, but if anybody were to listen or ask the question, I would strongly encourage anyone who is considering doing this to do it, you know, after they consider, you know, all the risks associated. Then if that's something that you want to do and you're comfortable doing it, like try it out, you know, like create an anonymous Reddit account. Like that's the thing too, is I think it was also, at least for me, like a self-confidence booster too, right? Because we all have things about our bodies that we don't like. And when all you hear is 99.9% positive comments, it's like, oh wow, you know, like maybe I'm not that bad. You know, so this is just I would really encourage anyone who's wanting to do this to do it. I think it's a lot of fun.
I agree.
For sure.
I completely agree.
Okay, do you guys have anything else you'd like to talk about? Oh goodness.
Wait,
I had a couple questions for you.
This is what they tell you. Yeah, I have questions for you.
Okay, hit us.
I have to go use the restroom.
Yeah.
No, I was just have you ever been like recognized?
Yeah, we were actually at the nude beach when I was still pregnant at Hollover. And some dude like passed by once and I could tell he was kind of like, he did like a look. And then I was like, oh, and then he like turned around and he was like, oh, are you Panty Nectar? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, it's so cool to meet you. I didn't want to come up to you, like make it weird and invade your space. And he just talked to us for a little bit.
Yeah, he was real nice. I went and talked to him in the water for probably 15, 20 minutes.
Super nice. He was a young guy. I mean,
all at the nude beach, just me and this dude all naked, floating in the water and shit, bouncing back and forth. What?
But that's
like, where are you from, man? I don't know. Dick's flying.
That's the only time that we've been like recognized in person.
Yeah. But people always tell you that they saw you. And they'd be like, and you'd be like, oh, where'd you see me? And they'll be like, oh, you were in New York at fucking Madison Square Garden. You're like, no, I was in Texas. Like, okay. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. You got me.
Your favorite
the obvious
as a couple?
Well, we really like to have sex
obvious
together.
That's kind of, we love having sex.
But what you said, that's kind of what
we love to do. I mean, it's like, but we like to exercise together.
We love to run together. Running was something that really we started doing that at the very beginning of our relationship. We both have a passion for it. So running.
Yeah, because when we got together too, it was kind of in the beginning of COVID. So there was no going out. So it wasn't like we could like go out and do things really. So it was just we both like to. She loves to run, but she also likes hitting the gym. As you can tell, I don't like hitting the gym. so we find her like she likes to, so we run together, you know, and it's nice living here in South Florida where we live at. There's a lot of places to run, so it's really beautiful down here. It's great running weather.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What do y'all do on the side?
On the side.
When you're not Jessie and Jackson.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, like you said. Well, we do love fucking each other. But I think it's kind of the same. Like, we love to work out together. And
we like traveling together.
Yeah, traveling together.
It's a big thing for us.
Yeah. And we own a small business together that
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
pretty busy. So
Do you feel
to
like
work
that's
together,
kind of,
play together.
We're around each other a lot.
do you feel like that kind of adds stress at times to your relationship that that you're like, oh my gosh, like we love each other so much, but we're really around each other all the time, just like her and I, like 24/7 we're around each other. We love each other dearly, but there's times you're like, oh my gosh, like we just separate a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
There's times where it's like, yeah, I need to work out by myself or, find something
Or
else.
when the job, that's kind of our alone time.
A little
too.
bit. But I think I need some time for a little bit. And just come back hornier anyway. So it works out fine.
That's funny too. Like I work 10-hour days and I'll be gone. So
Jeez. Oh my, could you imagine being away
Miss
from me
Jessie.
that long?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We have not been apart.
Yeah,
I think
know,
we
right?
were apart for like one night when you went back to Texas after we had moved out here, but I don't think we've been apart since.
I went down to that concert down in Key West.
I let him go to a concert in Key West.
Yeah. I received the blessing. What's that? It was last year. It was it's called
Mile Zero Fest.
Mile
What
Zero
concert?
Fest in Key West. It's a Texas country music festival, Americana type country music festival, and it's I don't know if you've been to Key West before. Key West is a very eccentric place. It's everything. It's the end of the road. Like there's like people that are like in the United States, especially people that are like seeking, to get away from everything. You can only travel down US 1 so far. And at the end you reach, the southernmost point there in Key West. And it attracts a very colorful group.
Yeah.
And so I was down there for that. It was a concert, and they have it every year. And
He was calling me all night, babe, Randy Rogers just talked to me. I'm like, enjoy the concert. Quit calling me.
I was I was lucky enough to get a artist wristband, so I was in the backstage area and
Had a
hanging out
lot
with
of fun.
people, and it was really cool. And so so Key West is a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go again.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about moving there on a boat. Can't convince her though.
You're funny.
We're getting a little further south. A little further south.
Yeah.
Do you guys do people like in y'all's life know that you do
Bit
this?
by bit.
Do people know?
No one.
No. So fun to be able to
Mhm.
guys.
Yeah.
Because we really don't have like another outlet besides like each other. I guess there's two people that know. They're also like in the sex work space. But other than that, like none of our friends, family,
Yeah.
No,
we're certainly not
absolutely,
opposed to them knowing, but
They'll find out.
It's not
Don't
like-
worry. They'll find out on their
Don't wanna
own.
go with it,
hey mom,
Yeah.
like
Guess
Yeah,
what?
so yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, the time will come and we're prepared and it's
Exactly.
just who we are and
Yep.
like we're having
Yes.
fun. It's consensual. Like
Yeah,
Yes.
100%. And you
So we're gonna
respect,
we're gonna
and, I think
Yeah.
people should
And
respect your decision to
kind of
do what you
that.
do, just like you respect their decision not to. It's like, do your thing, I'll do mine.
Mhm.
I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like showing
Mhm.
that to
Yeah, exactly.
everybody.
yeah.
I like you too, showing it to
Yeah.
You
me.
do too, right? Babe?
Yeah.
Showing
No, it is
everything.
a lot of fun. I think it's also fun, like, and I'm sure it's the same for you, Jessie, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. Like it's fun having the guys take pictures of you. Like it makes you feel pretty and beautiful that they like want to capture it too and take, it. I don't know. I feel like that's special. Like it's just intimate in a different kind of way.
Yeah.
Flattering.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Do you have anything?
all-
Do we have anything
Yeah, win-win.
Yeah.
we'd like to add?
I don't. I just want to thank Jessie and Jackson for coming on the podcast, and I think it's worth noting that you reached out to them. There was no. This is not a collab in any way.
Shout out.
No one's getting paid for anything here. This is a true, genuine conversation. That you
Shout for
wanted to have
shout.
with them.
Yeah.
And, I just really appreciate them being candid enough to come on here and talk about this stuff with us. So it's really cool.
Yes. And if you are listening Wednesday morning to this podcast, go check out you guys. I'll let you say your Reddits and your OnlyFans so you can, so everyone can go check that out as well on the podcast.
Well, thank you guys so much for having
you.
us. I still remember, Patty Nectar, when you answered my comment the very first time.
Thank you.
And I was like, oh, like Patty Nectar.
Just fangirling.
Yeah, Patty Nectar replied to my comment.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just always remember that. But my lost-huckleberry 7324, we're Jessie and Jackson on, and Jackson also has a Reddit.
Yes. Additional underscore.
We'll leave those in the comments when the encore posts for the podcast live stream, so you guys can check that stuff out. And thank you again for hopping on a live stream with your subscribers, our subscribers. I know it's your first live, so thank you so much. We are so honored as well.
Absolutely.
And we just hope that everyone has a good night. Until next time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. That was fun. Yay.